Who Are They? Real Entertainment's first ever fantasy football draft. Once again, I am Matt.
I guess that would make me Nick, starting a little bit late. For some reason, we want to make sure that everybody shows everybody's pick shows up, because obviously what's funny is we're the only two people in this league who are in this podcast, I believe, right?
No, because Sean is going to be doing dog check with me on Sundays.
Okay. Also, I'm wearing my comfortable clothing because my legs hurt like crazy. All right. Pardon my loudness.
Yes. But we're here. We're ready to go.
And just got to get Matt's screen shared so you guys can see what's going on live.
There we go.
I am going to be pulling it up on my phone because that's a little bit easier for me. And it looks like we are ready to go here.
Yeah, pick one is about to be in.
I think I need to reload my app because it's not telling me that. There we go.
Yeah. There we go.
What's weird is that person was asking when they could draft.
Right.
And they did not draft. That's going to be the fun thing about this. I mean, I guess this is going to be you and I talking football. I hope that maybe more people will join in with this if they're here live with us. If you want to talk football, please leave some creative and whatever comments in the comment section below. We always love to see some fan activity as we go into this draft. My rule is if people aren't picking, then we set them to auto draft. But I guess it's a very important decision when it comes down to it. Excuse me. So, Matt, if you want to explain what this league is, because obviously knowing or eat. So this is a 10-team PPR league, and these are a lot of them are Matt's friends. So you're going to be following along with the different teams. If you like a certain team, please feel free to kind of show your fandom in the comments.
Yes. Sorry about that. I had not eaten dinner, so I'm just like
all good. I just like to bust your chops. But yeah, no, we are doing this. Like I said, my ruling is if the people aren't drafting, we need to set them to auto draft because this could be a lot of boring time waiting. Matt, who do you have winning the Super Bowl this year?
Super Bowl, Super Browns. Hell yeah.
What are you on, my friend? I hope so. That'd be great, but I got the Chiefs again. I can't. I mean, they're a great team. They're showing really well so far. Taylor over here, favorite Cheddar Goblin. Dibs on Tim Couch.
I don't think you'll have any fight there, buddy.
Who would not want Tim Couch right now?
Dude's ripped nowadays.
Good for him. The person missed their first pick. Whoops. We have a little bit of a chat going on right now, and the person who was drafting first missed their first pick.
I still got McCaffrey, though, so.
Hey, I mean, there's nothing wrong with McCaffrey. Who do you think, fantasy-wise, is going to be a standout this season?
Michael Thomas of the Ohio State University.
There's no doubt about that. For your PPR needs, he's definitely going to be impressive. Maybe don't lean into your mic so much as you eat your chips. It's very loud. But I'm trying to steer the ship when it comes to the football talk. I am obviously not on the shows all the time when it comes to the sports talk. All right. Well, looks like Mr. Matthew Thomas is up, and we obviously know by the way that he was just talking that he was going to take Nick Chubb when Michael Thomas was sitting there waiting for him.
Yep.
Now that was an interesting pick. You want to explain that one?
Nick Chubb is the player this year who you got to look at and think about the system he's in. Dalvin Cook is rated this high was rated this high for a reason. Dalvin in the exact same system as Nick Chubb last year, and Nick Chubb is arguably the better player. So I went Chubb based off of that reason and that reason alone.
I mean, listen, it's not, you know, some people can say that that's homerism, but I would not. Nick Chubb, bearing in mind that he stays healthy, but I think that the injury that he had taken in training camp this year was more of an accident, I think.
Yeah, it was a concussion, nothing big.
But, I mean, you know, my big thing with Nick Chubb is, can he handle the fumbles?
I mean,
fumbles kind of came and went. You just keep eating.
It only happened in one game, really, last year.
Dead air is not the most fun thing in the world. I'm kidding. We really got to get people in on this. People are sure this is the draft, or set them to auto pick. My pick is coming up, and I am hoping that the person that is following me is not an auto picker, because to me, there's a pretty obvious pick just sitting there waiting for me. It just kind of depends on, you know, it's very running back heavy in this PPR league.
You got it in the first round. You always got to go running back. That's the thing.
Well, Michael Thomas is probably going to be off the board pretty soon, it feels like. Because, again,
it's possible.
It's possible because either this person's making an incredibly important decision at number 7 or they're not drafting. And listen, I've completely missed drafts before, and I don't necessarily love the team that I always get. There has been one year that I was incredibly happy with the pick that I had.
Condado.
Yes, Matt.
No, Connor asked.
Oh,
no,
I'm
Taylor.
sorry. I completely missed that comment. I thought you were just like trying to sponsor Condado.
No.
Looks like Michael Thomas is going to be the pick here as we await the next 18 seconds. I am curious, you know, how the 4 picks in between mine are going to go. Because I kind of have an idea as to where I'm going to go. I just got my notification, and I'm going to take Derrick Henry. Guy had an amazing year last year, and I'm hoping to God that continues. We'll see what happens, though. Oh, boy. Connor really wants some more Chip ASMR. So if you'd like to give it
AKO with Clyde's Edward-Helaire. That's a big pickup.
I was kind of hoping that possibly he would be there when I was drafting.
My cousin was literally in the draft room a minute ago, and now he's gone. What the fuck?
I'll tell you, that was a pick that I kind of really wanted. It's intriguing to see, you know, a team that doesn't necessarily have that star running back taken out of LSU at what, 30?
Yep, he was the last pick.
But to me, a very coveted pick because he was the first running back taken off the board in a system where they definitely could use a running back in an already high-powered offense. You can imagine that the pickup of him is going to actually really work out in their favor.
Especially considering he's the really only running back in that entire running back room.
Exactly. Obviously, unless sometimes we have those years where we just completely don't see it coming. Who is, oh boy.
No one's picked up Mahomes yet. So normally quarterbacks don't start going until about the 3rd or 4th round in a PPR league.
That said, you definitely will see somebody pick him up before that, in my opinion, if they're actually on. It's not going to be me.
Not going to be me.
Well, my second running back is possibly there.
Nope. These guys
I'm not used to the Las Vegas thing. I keep seeing that. I'm like, who the hell is LV? And then I realize, yes, it's Las Vegas that is where the Raiders are now. And there goes my pick.
Thanks to Brian Fowler for picking Devontae Adams.
Oh, wait, my auto pick would be Josh Jacobs. Okay, I'm sorry. I completely missed that. Josh Jacobs might be the move here. I'm not entirely sure. I personally think that I'm hoping at least that the Raiders kind of bounce back and have a little bit of a better year. I'm not anticipating it, but it would be really nice.
Agreed.
That said, I think that you can't go. Oh, do I go wide receiver here? The thing is that I'm in a position where a bunch of wide receivers are going to go off the board going into this next round. And I got to go Julio.
As long as you didn't take who I was going to take, I was all good.
Was it Tyreek Hill?
No, because he's a China doll. I'm going with DeAndre Hopkins right here.
Not a bad pickup. Not a bad pickup, my friend.
He's got a nice young quarterback to throw to him in Kyler Murray. New situation. He's right where he needs to be.
Now, Team Staten, that is a familiar face. Did pretty damn well in one of our leagues that we had done a while ago.
Yeah.
Will the success continue?
Justin and I talk fantasy strategy every year. He's a fantasy guru, to say the least. Now you gotta wonder what Brett Hancock does in this situation, as the Hancock Dragons are on the board and he's trying to figure out where to go.
Well, he did just take Travis Kelce. Not a bad pickup.
Not a bad
he's
pickup
going
at
to be passed through a lot. I see a lot of auto picks, so I'm going to lose out on Greg Kittle, I would imagine, in that situation, as well as Mike Evans. And Mike Evans is honestly a guy that I would definitely consider with going with. You got the two big Tampa Bay wide receivers. They got Godwin just ranked a little bit higher than Mike Evans, though. To me, Brady's so used to passing to a Gronk, and Mike Evans is relatively the same size.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that was an incredibly intriguing idea, would be to pair those two, or with the pairing of those two together, and obviously Gronk at the time not being on the team yet, I was incredibly interested to see. Seemed like a perfect pick, perfect match. And now you add Gronk to that situation. It's just going to be an incredibly intriguing offense with an aging Brady,
Pat Mahomes.
And he took Pat Mahomes. I told you, somebody was going to go with him. Mike Evans taken off the board.
I am.
There's no way I get Greg Kittle.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm taking right now.
Oh, well, that would make sense. Oh, boy. Not loving. I feel like this is a mock-up of the one that we already did, because I took Julio. I did not take Amari Cooper, actually. I was thinking about taking Amari Cooper in the other draft. Amari Cooper is a guy that I was incredibly high on when it came to his college days. Coming out, joining the Raiders, a team that I love. Another situation where we're kind of getting into – I have to ask you this. So – in another draft that I did, I took Jerry Jeudy with the last pick. It was the one that we had done together.
Same with me.
Do you think that he'll top Courtland Sutton this year? Do you think that it's Courtland Sutton's year to kind of separate himself as a decent wide receiver?
He's not going to top Courtland, but they're going to be a nice pair.
Couldn't agree with you more. I'm hoping that it works out for him, and it's primarily because I took him as a flyer.
AKO goes with OBJ. Did not see that coming.
my picks so far. So obviously filling up that flex spot would be really interesting. Here's the thing. Lamar's on the board. I still don't love him. That's just me. I think that there are better. To me, a quarterback in a fantasy draft can be taken later on. They don't have to be the best to put up points.
Fair.
Now, where I'm running into kind of an interesting situation is the running back room is starting to dwindle a little bit.
Yeah. So the question is, where do you go?
This is PPR. So I think that I'm going to go with Cortland Sutton on this one. And kind of just, I can see the room being interesting by the time that I get back to my pick. I can see the room being relatively the same as to what the wide receivers were there. And I think that filling that flex spot in a PPR league with another wide receiver that I know is going to get touches with a rookie or second-year quarterback in Drew Lock, I definitely, which kind of sounds like Lou Lock, funny enough. I definitely wanted to give Sutton a try, especially since you don't have Thomas there anymore. You don't have Sanders there anymore. Who's going to be their number one?
Got a bit in an NBA update. We have a small scuffle in the Celtics and Raptors game.
That series, man, is getting heated. Is anybody else from the league going to be joining us on the show?
Chaos Dragon might. We'll see. God damn it. We took my running back.
You were going to take Gurley?
Mm-hmm.
It's such a weird situation with Gurley.
It is. It is.
Like, I really wanted him to thrive in LA, and a change of scenery could end up helping him out. It's that and the Leonard Fournette situation. All these highly touted running backs, they didn't come out the same year, did they?
Who?
Gurley and Fournette.
No.
Gurley was the Melvin Gordon year.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
That's the year before.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I love
Jarvis Landry and he called me a homer?
That is early for Jarvis.
You know what?
All right, Weaver, where are you going, buddy?
I got to go with the proving running back here. And you got to start thinking when they're going to be sitting compared to the other running back. So, I'm drafting Le'Veon.
You sneaky bastard.
What's wrong?
I was going to go Le'Veon. Well, I went Le'Veon late as my second running back in that draft that we had done as well. I didn't love it, but he was definitely the best out of all of it. You know, the most interesting situation that I look at when it looks at the board right now is Melvin Gordon in Denver.
Without a doubt.
Because, you know, I understand, you know, to me, they have a Browns-like running back room there right now where you've got somebody in Phillip Lindsay who I would have imagined, and maybe they're a bit worried off the injury that he had. I drafted Phillip Lindsay in one of my leagues kind of unintentionally. I'm going with the rookie on this one. I'm intrigued.
I thought about Jonathan Taylor, but then I saw my boy Le'Veon there, and it's like, you got to go with Le'Veon.
My big thing about taking Taylor instead of Jordan.
Deshaun Watson is off the board.
My big thing about not taking Gordon there was just a worry of him sharing with Phillip Lindsay. Because Phillip Lindsay, man, had a great rookie year. And again, okay, so my story, I drafted him.
Oh, Darren Walker, great pick.
I got to start thinking about a tight end here myself. I'm looking at it.
Let's take a look. Evan Ingram.
Ingram is that guy I love to pass to in Madden. Tyler Higbee is injury prone.
Hunter Henry is injury prone.
Hunter Henry is injury prone. I will not touch Hunter Henry in any of my leagues.
A bad pickup, or do you want to take the chance on Gronk?
My thing about Gronk is it feels like he's been away too long. He's a WWE superstar that already puts wear and tear on your body. Hopefully Taylor was listening to that. And it's just, man. Jared Cook, not a bad look either. I think I'm going to go with Ingram, though. I like him. He's young, talented. Got Danny Dimes as his quarterback. As far as my Madden goes, seems like he's always a reliable target, but I don't know if that's necessarily the best way to go look at it right now. Looks like you are up, my friend.
Yeah, I'm thinking here. I'm thinking, do I secure my wide receiver room, knowing there's a decent amount of, do I secure my second receiver, or do I shore out my running back room?
Well, DeAndre Swift. I mean, you got DK. I think that I know where you're thinking with that one. I'm surprised that Metcalf isn't really ranked higher.
Yeah, I got to go Metcalf here. I was really considering, and I'm saying this because I know he's not going to make it, Antonio Gibson from Washington.
That Washington football team right there.
Because he just got lifted to the number one spot so quickly, it's ridiculous.
Well, if I said that he was going to be there when I was drafting, I would have considered taking him, because I'm looking at my draft board and realizing that my number one wide receivers are looking at the same bye week, and my number one running backs are looking at the same bye week as well.
Oof.
Not all together, but both running backs are the same bye, and both wide receivers are the same bye.
Man, it's tough. They could end up being there, but we got 2 auto picks ahead of us. So,
but you got to think, do you start going with a quarterback as well at this point? Because you could imagine that a decent amount of quarterbacks are going to go off the board.
It's very possible. I have my quarterback, though.
Right.
There's a reason I took Lamar. Lamar's not only going to get you the passing touchdown points, he's going to get you running. He's going to get you those running points. He's going to get you the running touchdown points. I
want the inner.
Hancock's dragon takes Stephon Diggs, going right into it. Devontae Parker and Team Sharp takes Kyler Murray.
I was looking at Kyler.
Now here's the thing. Oops. Antonio Hancock took Antonio Gibson. Oh, I got 2 stud running backs.
I can't wait for Hubie Hancock either.
Halloween.
Hubie Hancock. Hubie Hancock.
All right.
Hubie Hancock.
I'm looking at the receiver here. Not a lot of star end receivers left. So right now, I think I'm going to go Michael Gallup out of Dallas.
I have taken Gallup before. I like Gallup. Oh, hello. Looks like I'm drafting my friends. So Dak goes right there. See, Wentz is still there. Matty Ice is still there. Brady's there, but I don't love him. Somebody took Danny Dimes. My God. Oh, no, they didn't. I missed him. boy. I don't know. I don't love that Aaron Rodgers is as low as he is. Like, I don't get that personally. Although I guess when you have one weapon, realistically,
I mean, to be fair, that's not low. They're listing these quarterbacks. They were ranked 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and he's right there at 22. So it's not low.
taking Allen. I'm taking Allen because of the Stephon Diggs thing. He's intriguing to me.
Fair enough.
Plus, he's sturdy. I mean, Brady, I would not take Brady. Brady doesn't feel like a safe pick right now.
Matt, what did she get when you took that out?
Hey, yo. I got that reference. Thank you. There's got to be more wrestling in fantasy name.
Okay. Just a few picks away.
Oh, I'm back in the saddle again in a few seconds.
Knowing Brian, he's really taking the time to think all this stuff out. And that's why I appreciate him. Sterling Shepard. Not a bad pickup. Not at all.
Oh, boy.
Question is, where do you go, Nick?
Yeah, thanks. Oh, boy. Well, people that I would take as backup running back will probably be there by the time that I go. So I think I'm going to look at wide receiver right now. Fuller is very streaky.
He's also very injury prone.
Well, it's probably why I'm thinking that. I'll go AJ Green as a backup.
You son of a bitch.
I mean, Brandon Cooks is still out there.
He is.
Which is...
And that's actually who I... because I feel...
I didn't even realize that he signed with...
Or he was traded, if I remember correctly.
Or traded to the Texans even. Because you got to think about it. I mean, like... I don't know. I guess that makes sense. He's still kind of a top-level wide receiver.
What did this say about Deebo Samuel? That's what I'm curious about. Okay. I got to be safe. I'm going to go Cooks. He's known for his play.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you. A lot of moves going on here. So I'm thinking backup running back right now. You know me. Love me some Phil Lindsay.
Yeah.
And taking him in round 8, a late, he'll be battling with my big thing. If I can actually look at the correct thing.
I'm looking at the backup running backs on my screen. If you just remember.
For some reason, my team is not. Oh, picks, roster. There we go. The big thing about Philip Lindsay and me is that he is not week 7 when it comes to his bye. So that is already a pretty solid look.
Less than 30 seconds. And
He took Fournette.
Okay. That's not a bad pickup.
It's not, but Ronald Jones is still on the board.
And right now, Ronald Jones is listed as the starter, but Ronald Jones doesn't have... Here's what I'll say. Ronald Jones is a safer pick for the fact that he's been in that system for a year now.
Right.
Fournette's just learning it.
And it's not even that. It's just like, I mean, Fournette out of the two is probably going to, clearly is going to have to earn it. And that's another thing that I feel about Philip Lindsay is that he, again, it's just a system thing.
There went Julian Edelman.
Here goes Ronald Jones. Oh, mother, father.
Where to go? I honestly still need a backup running back. So I'm going to go with an oldie, but a goodie. Or a new guy, but a goodie. And that's going to be Mr. J.K. Dobbins.
I went Dobbins in our other draft.
And yes, don't forget, Really Scared tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time right here on the Watch Twitch channel and our YouTube and our Facebook, and also on Twitter because we are streaming to Twitter now. So woohoo!
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. Watch a little bit more Spin from the Reel. You'll find out some stuff.
I was listening to the later half of it as I was mowing the lawn. But the H3 podcast had a YouTuber and Viner that I really liked on it, and I needed to listen to that. I have a very large lawn to be mowing, so I can listen to an hour and 45-minute long podcast and still have to listen to about
how many running backs does Team Heindel have right now? That's what I'm curious about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the danger of auto draft, everyone.
I was about to say, is that because of auto drafting? Yikes. Does he have any wide receivers?
Yes, Allen Robinson, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Taj Boyd.
Well, I will give your cousin some credit. He's got some trade bait, hopefully, right?
Hopefully.
Like, you got to imagine.
Excuse me. He has 8 running backs. 8.
Hey, would you look at that? Now, Kirk, that's a pretty late pick for Kirk.
Late, but not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh, no, not at all. Oh, boy. I feel like I'm picking, I don't know. I don't really like anybody here, to be honest. I mean, Breida is an interesting one. He had some good games last year. But Kenyon Drake is their number 1.
Yeah.
But he might be the move. I'm not going to lie.
Wait, Breida. Wait, where do you think Breida plays?
Plays for the Dolphins. Isn't Kenyon Drake their running back?
Kenyon Drake got traded to the Cardinals last year.
Right. Okay. Well, what do I know? I'm going Ruggs. I'm drafting 2 rookies, or 1 rookie in each draft. Well, I guess I have 2 because isn't the guy out of the Indianapolis a rookie this year?
Yes, he is. Now, I'm gonna shore up my backup tight end right here.
Maybe you thought about a backup tight end. You still got some decent names on the board there.
Great, very decent names. I'm going to be a little bit of a homer here because knowing Stefanski's offense, it's going to be a good pickup. I'm going to go Austin Hooper.
Which, if I know you well enough, you were screaming, son of a bitch, when I drafted him in that other draft.
I don't think I was because I think I'd already gotten both tight ends at that point.
I might go backup tight end here because I do love Cook.
Yeah,
I liked Cook when he was when he was playing for the Raiders, and he kind of had that breakout season.
What's y'all's favorite football flick? Does The Water Boy count? If not, then The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler.
The longest. I love how our favorite football flicks both revolve, which I love The Longest Yard myself, but like both of our favorite football flicks involve Our favorite athlete, Adam Sandler, and professional wrestling. Because the Big Show is in Waterboy, and everybody, including the Great Khali, is in The Longest Yard.
Yeah.
All right, and Hubie Hancock Hubie Halloween is what we're talking about. Who all here is excited for Hubie Halloween? That's the question. That's the move.
You know I am, but I'm curious to see who Hancock takes here. Does he go defense? Because we haven't had a defense taken yet. Could we see?
Oh, the defense is still out there. You know,
I know that the defenses are listed in the 170s and lower, but this is normally around the time where you start seeing a defense go because people want those good defenses right off the bat.
Well, the Steelers are really ranked as the number one.
Yep.
Why?
And there went Aaron Rodgers. There we have it, folks. Aaron Rodgers is gone. Jared Cook is now off the board, and I am picking. So, with that in mind, I feel like I need to get my backup quarterback here.
Got to think about that too.
And the quarterbacks are getting slim. Do I go with the Tom Brady? Do I go with the Carson Wentz? Let me get a look at my roster real quick.
I have put myself into a place where I cannot draft Daniel Jones.
Yeah, you have.
Because he is has a bye week on the 11th.
I am gonna go. I'll be the one to take the proverbial bullet, and I'll draft Tom Brady. I needed a backup. Hancock took my backup. I saw that Aaron Rodgers was still on the board, and I'm like, you know what? This is it. I'm gonna get Rodgers. Matt Stafford. Interesting choice.
I don't like Wentz being injury prone.
But you had Goff, you had Mayfield.
I'm not taking either of them. If I want negative points, I'm hoping that I'm not. I'm wearing a brown shirt, everybody. I'm making a joke. I'm hoping I'm not looking at negative points with Baker Mayfield, but I feel like he's got to earn my trust.
That's very fair. Defenses are all still on the board. Team Heindel gets another wide receiver and a tight end.
His first one, I would imagine.
Well, let's check. Harrison Butker is the first kicker off the board. Team Heindel still doesn't have a quarterback, and that was his first tight end.
I am not paying attention to the dress at all. Oh, got it. I'm picking. Holy shit. All right. Let's see here. Well,
we got 50 seconds.
And I need a backup tight end. And I don't like any of them.
That's why I picked my backup earlier.
You know what? Let's see what you got, Pittsburgh.
That's fine with me. I'm going to go with the team that went to the Super Bowl based on their defense alone, the 49ers.
I did do that last time we drafted.
It's time to shore up these receivers a little bit more.
You go with Jerry Jeudy.
Receivers play week 8, week 6, and week 8. So Jerry Judy's a no-go.
Where's Nate? We need a Nate in this
I
draft.
tried getting Nate. He didn't pick up. Oh, there went Jerry Jeudy, and there went Duke Johnson. Oh, we got a second kicker off the board.
I need another running back.
Oh, what?
So I need a second running back.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
I'm picking right now, so it's getting thin at wide receiver.
It's thin at running back, I'll tell you that.
I know. That's why I picked up Dobbins when I did.
I mean, I have an eye on who I'm probably going to pick. I don't want Latavius Murray, but I'm going to take him.
I'm going to take a shot, and I'm going to go Mike Williams.
I'm going to take a shot. I'll tell you. Actually, I'm not going to take a shot because
he's gone?
No. Chris Thompson has the same bye week as everybody else. Jesus Christ. I don't love this at all.
It's tough. It's tough.
I mean, my benefit to – no, God, no. All right. Can't take anybody from Indy because I already got one. I guess Chase Edmonds can possibly see himself potentially like – I'll take Edmonds. I didn't want him, but I'll take it.
Rashad Perriman's off the board. Team Heindel gets its quarterback, and it is Daniel Jones.
My boy.
Let's take a look at Team Heindel, who I'll consider the laughingstock of the league right now. They don't have a defense. They don't have a kicker.
Be nice.
That's my cousin. I can be as mean as I want. And they don't have a backup quarterback.
Well, my friend, I'm taking Justin Tucker.
You son of a bitch.
I knew you were thinking about him, and I'm like, hey, those numbers aren't terrible. They're consistent.
I guess I'll go Prater.
Holy crap, I do not like this. I mean, Curtis Samuel's still on the board.
He is. But honestly, you want to know what I'm more worried about right now?
What's that?
And I feel comfortable saying this, knowing that you can't pick ahead of me. I'm worried about a backup defense.
I don't worry about backup defenses.
I don't like there to be much of a drop-off in my defenses. And I'm looking on the board. As of right now, the Patriots' defense is still there. Oh, son of a bitch.
Hell yeah, brother.
I feel like the one person watching on Facebook is Brett.
I would like the body pillow chicken nugget. So if anybody wants to give me $90, that would be wonderful.
Or you can spend $20 and get another raised liver and onion pillow.
I could spend more than that and get a bigger raised liver and onions pillow. Now that is the move. Oh, hey everybody! for the two people watching that already know it exists. But if you're ever watching back on the replay, the Troubadour Films website has Plugmaster has already just been launched today. I don't know what the. I hate myself. I don't know what I just said. Troubadour Films website. Yay!
I'm getting another backup running back here, and I am going with Sony Michel.
Where is he at right now? Still New England?
Yep, still New England. Or should I? Let's see, week 9, week 8.
You got so many. You still have so many running backs there. I don't like taking running backs from.
You know what? No. I'm going to take Chris Thompson because I don't have to worry about his bye week like you. I feel bad for whoever took for the Broncos defense for the sheer fact that Von Miller is now out for the year.
Is he?
Yes, he screwed up something in his ankle. It's going to require surgery, and he is out for the year. Nicole Hardman, not a bad pickup in the late rounds.
Yeah, I saw him. Also, on the Mayfield grimaces because of McDonald's and Thanos. I saw him there. I looked at his stats. They're not terrible. They are not terrible. You kind of saw him coming to, or you saw consistency. Thank you, brother.
Vontae Mack, no matter what.
You know, I still don't have a backup tight end, but I'm also a fan of playing the waiver wire when it comes to tight ends.
Yeah, but that's not with the tight ends that I'm seeing. I don't know if that's a possibility, bud.
What's that?
When you look at the tight ends that are here, I don't know if that's a smart idea.
I mean, the guy from the Dolphins that I can not pronounce his last name for.
Gesicki is decent.
He had a pretty decent year towards the end.
Yep.
Considering he's playing with the same quarterback and possibly a rookie, I'll take him with my last pick.
You know what? I got to do it. It's the last round.
I just drafted a tight end that has the same bye week as my tight end. So I still will be playing the waiver wire.
I got to do it. It's the last round. I'm a bit of a homer. And I love being able to hold a quarterback and maybe performing better than anyone expected. I'm going Baker Mayfield right here. Give me 3 quarterbacks, and I'll use one as trade.
Not a bad choice. So, reflecting on it, I don't hate my draft. I think I like my draft in the other league a little bit more.
Well, I guarantee you this. Team Heidel is going to be playing the trade game.
Yeah. I mean, for you to have said that he was in the draft room and then he left was probably the worst decision he possibly could make.
Yeah, but 8 running backs, man.
That is
8 running backs.
That is gross. Amar, hey, guess who faces against your cousin the first week? Me, motherfucker.
Tatum choked. Connor Breedlove said Tatum choked.
Ruh-roh. That's not good.
So let's look at all these teams. My team. Gonna go to ESPN.com.
There.
I play Hancock's Dragons first week.
That will be a key matchup because he played the draft pretty well from what I can tell.
Yes. And
I mean, you've already got McCaffrey and Mahomes you're facing against in the first week.
Yeah.
You're 2 heavy hitters. You had that. I will be honest. Hancock Dragons Not the strongest wide receiver room.
Not at all.
But you can't go wrong with Mahomes and McCaffrey in fantasy. That's a 1-2 punch.
Yes, that is. I went for my own 1-2 punch just because, like I said it up top, Chubb is going to eat this season. He is in a system where that caused Dalvin Cook to be rated a top 5 fantasy pick.
It's because Dalvin Cook, I don't know. I'd argue Dalvin Cook was that good. But
my point is, Dalvin Cook is no longer has the offensive.
Yeah.
So I'm going based off of a running back. I already know that's great. We now have the system that Dalvin Cook is playing in, and yeah, Nick Chubb, man, I just feel safe for taking him.
Not a bad idea. I'm kind of looking around at our league, trying to figure out who, in my opinion, had the best draft. Now, that could be different to everybody else. Jordan didn't have a bad draft. Heyo definitely did not have a bad draft.
Stanton had a great draft.
Stanton always has a great draft. Got to give my hats off to him. Is it just me or like, I don't know, certain type of Cooper Kupp? I don't like him. Too risky.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm looking at the wide receivers that he got, and I'm just like, eh. But he does have Antonio Gibson. I think that's a key one. But overall, I'm not sure, man. Oh, there's a lot of boom or putt bust potential right here. And Brett Hancock is messaging me now. He's like, he's like, I feel pretty solid. I told him we play week 1. Your receivers are weak though. He's like, man, I can deal with it. So do you just want to give me the ring now, or how does that work?
Oh, he's already talking shit. Got some trash talk going on here.
But no, I'm gonna go over to Team Stanton because I honestly think he's gonna be the one to really watch out for. Let's see. Russell Wilson, Ezekiel Elliott, Aaron Jones, DJ Moore, Cooper Kupp, Tyler Higbee, DJ Chark, the Bills defense.
I already have an opening on my team because I dropped the Miami Dolphins tight end. So I got a spot to fill after this week.
He's got a really solid team. Like, you can't go wrong. He picked up a backup defense in the Titans defense. I'd say that's a good pickup. Just like, you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. It's just one of those things. And I should mention that this league ain't playing for nothing. This league is playing for gold, bruh. We playing for gold. And with that in mind, give me one moment, and I can show you what gold I'm talking about. But I have a feeling if I'm calling it right now, I'm going to predict, looking at these rosters, and see, one was great. I'm looking at my starting lineup. I'm not weak anywhere.
That's you being cocky.
No, I'm like Lamar, Nick Chubb, Bell, Hopkins, Metcalf, Kittle, Gallup, the 49ers defense, and Matt Prater. That's not being cocky. That's just a solid lineup. The Earth football team, really solid draft. Picked up Cam Newton and has Alvin Kamara and Austin Eckler and Torrey McLaurin. Cleveland Cheeto Cat, not a bad team whatsoever.
It's going to be an interesting year. I would imagine that we'll kind of just keep people updated on it as time goes on.
We're going to keep them updated every Sunday on the Dog Check the Dog Check podcast or post game podcast, which I can show you right now.
Say, do you want to explain that to everyone?
The Dog Check post game podcast is just going to be our podcast where we go live weekly after every Browns game, talk about what's going on or how they did, what they can do going forward, key plays, key decisions, all that fun stuff. So, Dog Check post game podcast. That's where you'll be able to find that. And yeah, and then
who will be joining you for that show?
So right now it looks like Sean Eford, also known as the Earth Football Team, and possibly Sean Stevenson. So we'll see.
Will Sean have a camera this time?
Yes, he does.
Good. I mean, I got it.
And then, of course, also we have our Twilight Saga watch along, Twitch exclusive. Look at those guys right there. Bella with a beard, Edward looking stern faced as always, and damn, I never knew Jacob had such a baby face.
I didn't know Jacob was so pretty.
And then
I didn't know Edward had a 5 head.
This Sunday, we got Who Are They? Real Talk. This is just the tip of the iceberg. We got the Dune trailer review. James Gunn's talk on Bloodsport, the character. Ray Kenobi and Shazam 2 going to be filming, and we made this announcement official also today. Coming soon. Who Are They? Wrestling Reel. Coming soon. Finally got somewhat of a graphic up for that, so we're excited about that. Gonna hopefully get that started relatively shortly.
Oh. Okay. I missed that part. Anyways, and tomorrow
on Really Scared.
Really Scared.
They'll be talking the new Kaufman film. I'm thinking about ending things. And a little bit of Lovecraft Country, 2 episodes if I remember correctly. So got a lot there. So
all sorts of amazing. Oh boy.
Yeah.
All sorts of amazing and incredible content coming your way. And I hope to God we have a sports show to talk about very soon.
We'll see. It's cool.
Single time that we go to talk about that, I'm like, I want to talk. I'm going to be on for the NBA draft episode that I hope exists.
We'll see. All right. So signing off, I'm Matt.
That would make me Nick.
And this is another Who Are They? Real Entertainment production.